The Harry Potter series may have concluded with a battle for Hogwarts and a glimpse into the future, but what if it didn't end there? We at ScreenRant have created our own plot theory for an 8th movie that explores new magical territories, revisits beloved characters, and pushes their limits. Hogwarts' recovery from the Second Wizarding War remains ongoing. Ilvermorny, Durmstrang, and Beauxbaton's schools send their brightest witches and wizards to aid in rebuilding efforts. Hagrid, newly cleared of his tarnished record, begins private lessons to complete his education and receive his wand. Under the mentorship of Newt Scamander, Hagrid begins studying the care of magical creatures more deeply while helping Hogwarts regain its former glory. Meanwhile, George Weasley's business, Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, thrives. Not only does his business honor Fred's memory, but he's expanded into an international franchise, bringing light and joy to a world still recovering from war. His success stands in sharp contrast to the struggles of his brother Ron, whose doubts grow louder as he compares himself to both Harry and George. But in a tender moment, George assures Ron that his path doesn't need to mirror anyone else's. He's already a hero in his own right. As for the Ministry, having suffered the humiliating scandal of being overrun by dark forces, the International Confederation of Wizards, ICW, takes charge and begins a full scouring of every single department to remove any remaining traitors. However many of the guilty have fled, those caught begin their trials. Our 3 heroes are offered training placements in whichever field they wish to pursue. Hermione chooses to apprentice in the department for the regulation and control of magical creatures, traveling internationally to aid mistreated creatures. Ron and Harry take on the steep learning curve of Auror training. Neville Longbottom is also offered a place as an Auror, but after a harrowing close call during training, he realizes that following in his parents' footsteps won't bring them back. Instead, he focuses on medicinal magic and herbology in order to search for a cure for his parents' insanity. The ICW receives troubling reports that rogue dark wizards are infiltrating magical governments worldwide, subtly undermining their stability. Whispers of disillusionment and dark influences grow louder. Harry is drawn into the ICW's efforts when he is training at a crime scene and the magical traces left behind at a high-profile attack match a signature Harry thought had died with Voldemort. It's an ancient and forbidden form of magic that shouldn't exist anymore. To combat this rising danger, the ICW fast-tracks his and Ron's training and enrolls them alongside its finest Aurors to join an elite international task force. With the two being key players in defeating Lord Voldemort, they seem to be obvious choices to climb the ranks in the ICW quickly. The mission is for the Aurors to travel across the world, investigate dark wizard cells, and unravel the growing web of conspiracy. Each is tasked with unique roles, playing to their strengths. As the task force's investigation takes Harry and Ron to distant lands, they encounter wizarding cultures unlike anything they've seen before. In the bustling magical streets of Egypt, they face ancient curses. At a hidden sanctuary in the Amazon rainforest, they witness a ritual involving dark magic that hints at a larger coordinated plan. They are met by Hermione, who is working on behalf of her department to investigate the misuse of magical creatures by dark wizards. In a troubling turn of events, Hermione discovers the mistreatment of magical creatures has grown in the last few years. The international journey takes its toll on the heroes. Harry struggles with the weight of his past and the notoriety his tormented adolescence brings him. Every dark wizard they apprehend reminds him of Voldemort's shadow. Ron begins to contemplate what he really wants from life and questions if he can continue to live in constant danger. He shares his fears with Hermione, who reassures him that their lives won't always be so fraught and tells him how proud she is of all the choices he makes. Midway through the film, the task force uncovers a devastating truth. The dark wizards they're chasing aren't just remnants of Voldemort's followers. They're part of a new movement led by a mysterious figure known only as the Shadowbinder. This dark power has harnessed magic so ancient and dangerous that even the ICW's experts struggle to comprehend it. Whereas the Shadowbinder's ultimate goal isn't just to control magical governments, it's to wreak vengeance on Harry, the ICW, and all international magical ministries, and plunge the wizarding world into darkness, evil, and muggle servitude. The Shadowbinder's followers believe that wizards' powers should be lauded, and that they should be in control of muggles, who they see as an unevolved species. The final act culminates in a climactic showdown at a hidden fortress in the Himalayas, where the Shadowbinder has managed to capture muggle-born and mudblood witches and wizards from every corner of the earth, including Hermione. Aurors and defenders from all magical ministries across the globe launch a daring assault. Hearing of Hermione's capture, Ron has made his way to the fortress, ready to rescue her. As the Shadowbinder's armies are distracted with battle, Hermione and others begin pooling their magical skill and knowledge and manage to escape. The battle is intense and emotionally charged. Ron steps up in a pivotal moment, saving Hermione from a deadly attack and reigniting their bond. Hermione in turn uses her unparalleled intellect to reinforce the Protector's defenses before they push forwards in the fight. Hagrid, wielding both his newfound magical abilities and his deep connection with magical creatures, leads a combination of hippogriffs and dragons into the fray, tipping the scales in the hero's favor. In the climactic confrontation, Harry faces the Shadowbinder alone. Their duel is unlike anything Harry has experienced, as the villain's ancient magic seems impervious to conventional spells, but Harry's strength lies in his resilience and his ability to inspire others. Drawing on the love and support of his friends, Harry finds a way to counter the dark magic, using a spell he learned from Hermione to channel the power of unity and trust. The Shadowbinder is defeated, and the dark armies are unable to escape, bound in a magical spell cast by the ICW. But the victory comes at a cost. The fortress collapses, and while most escape, some allies are lost in the chaos. The threat is quelled, but the wizarding world remains shaken by the revelations and divisions the Shadowbinder's movement exposed. In the aftermath, the ICW works to repair the fractures in the magical community. Harry, Ron, and Hermione return home, forever changed by their journey. Ron and Hermione realize that their love is strongest when they face challenges together. Harry finds peace in knowing he's made the world safer for future generations, though he remains haunted by the choices he's had to make. Returning home, Harry seeks out Ginny, and their bond strengthens as they navigate their post-war lives. Despite Harry's bouts of self-doubt and the lingering weight of his past, Ginny reminds him of the strength he carries, not as the chosen one, but as the man who fought for a better future. Ginny's fiery determination and unwavering support become a cornerstone of Harry's resilience. They begin to share dreams of building a larger family and envision a brighter world for their children, free from the shadows of the past. George Weasley's business reaches new heights, with a special Unity collection of magical items inspired by the international collaborations during the crisis. The products celebrate the bonds forged across nations and are met with overwhelming enthusiasm. George's business becomes a beacon of hope and resilience in the post-war wizarding world. With his financial success, he gives his parents the home they always deserved. Hogwarts, now fully restored, welcomes its first class of students taught by an international faculty, symbolizing a new era of unity in the wizarding world. Hagrid, now a fully qualified wizard, takes his place as one of the most beloved professors, inspiring students with his tales of adventure and his gentle wisdom. As the story comes to an end, we're left with a question: has the threat truly been vanquished, or are there darker forces still lurking in the shadows? This open-ended conclusion sets the stage for future stories while providing a satisfying closure to this chapter. And that, dear viewers, is our theory for an 8th Harry Potter movie. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child focuses on a very different story, but what do you think of ours? Could the wizarding world survive another global threat? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more magical content. Thanks for watching Screen Rant.